Once, Gautama Buddha said, "Know where you are, otherwise you will lose your life." In our fast-paced world, it is easy to get caught up in helping others and forget our own lives. We often feel obligated to assist friends, family, and even strangers, believing it is the right thing to do. However, this noble intention can have unexpected consequences. Today, we will explore the dark side of helping others, surprising ways it can harm us. Once, Gautama Buddha said, "Know where you are, otherwise you will lose your life." He reminds us of the importance of being present in our own lives. When we are constantly focused on others, we can lose sight of our own needs, dreams, and happiness. This does not mean we should not help others, but it is essential to find a balance. Helping others can be deeply rewarding, but it can also lead to burnout, stress, and neglect of our own well-being. When we overextend ourselves, we risk missing out on our own experiences and joys. It is crucial to remember that we also deserve care and to take time for ourselves. It is not selfish, it is necessary for a healthy, balanced life. Imagine a life where you constantly give without taking a moment to breathe. Over time, you might feel overwhelmed, exhausted, and even resentful. This is the dark side of helping others, when our good intentions harm us instead of helping us. By being present and aware of our own lives, we can help others without losing ourselves in the process. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into how helping others can sometimes harm us and discover ways to maintain a healthy balance. Number 1, the martyr syndrome. In the journey of life, many of us face challenges and responsibilities that can be heavy. One of these challenges is the martyr syndrome. Imagine someone who constantly puts the needs of others above their own, often to the detriment of their own well-being. This person may feel it is their duty to sacrifice their own happiness and health to support those around them, believing their own needs are less important than helping others. Helping others is a noble act, but it becomes a problem when it leads to self-neglect and burnout. Consider a mother who always prioritizes the needs of her family over her own. She works tirelessly to ensure her children are well cared for, her spouse is happy, and her home runs smoothly. In the process, she rarely takes time for herself, whether to rest, pursue her hobbies, or maintain her own health. Over time, this relentless sacrifice can lead to physical exhaustion, emotional fatigue, and even resentment toward those she cares for. The martyr syndrome often arises from the deeply ingrained belief that one's value is tied to how much they can give to others. This mindset can develop from cultural, familial, or social expectations that praise selflessness and sacrifice. While it is important to be compassionate and supportive, it is equally crucial to recognize that taking care of oneself is not selfish. In fact, self-care allows you to be more effective and sustainable in helping others. Think about the safety instructions given on an airplane. Put on your own oxygen mask before assisting others. This advice is a powerful metaphor for life. If you don't take care of yourself first, you won't have the strength or ability to care for others. Self-care can be as simple as taking a few moments each day to relax, engage in activities that bring you joy, or set boundaries to ensure you don't overextend yourself. Freeing yourself from the martyr syndrome involves recognizing and valuing your own needs. It is about finding a balance between caring for others and caring for yourself. This might mean asking for help when needed, saying no to additional responsibilities, or simply acknowledging that it is okay to rest and recharge. Remember, you can't serve from an empty cup. By addressing the martyr syndrome, not only do you improve your own well-being, but you also set a positive example for others. When you prioritize self-care, you show that it is possible to be compassionate and supportive without sacrificing your own health and happiness. This balance leads to a more fulfilling and sustainable way of life, benefiting both you and those around you. Number 2, dependency issues. In our interconnected world, relationships and bonds with others are essential. However, sometimes these bonds can become excessively dependent, creating a situation where one person relies too much on another for emotional, financial, or even physical support. Dependency issues arise when this reliance becomes unhealthy, hindering personal growth and independence. Imagine a young adult who has always depended on their parents for every big or small decision. This person may struggle to make decisions or face challenges on their own. They may feel insecure or anxious without constant guidance or approval. Over time, this dependence can stifle their ability to develop vital skills like problem solving and self sufficiency. Dependency issues can also manifest in romantic relationships. Consider a partner who feels incapable of functioning without their loved one. They may constantly seek reassurance, avoid making decisions on their own, or feel lost when alone. This dependence can strain the relationship, creating an imbalance where one person feels overwhelmed by the other's needs. To address dependency, it is key to foster self-sufficiency and confidence. While seeking support is natural, excessive dependency can be harmful. One way to combat it is by gradually taking on responsibilities and making independent decisions, starting with small tasks and progressing to bigger challenges. This builds confidence and a sense of accomplishment. Setting boundaries is also crucial. Both parties should feel comfortable expressing their needs and limits. Encouraging open communication about the support each can offer helps create a balanced, healthy dynamic. Self-reflection is vital to overcome dependency. Identify the underlying causes of your dependency, such as fear of failure or lack of confidence, and address them directly, whether through personal efforts, therapy, or other support measures. Remember, you can't serve from an empty cup. By addressing both the martyr syndrome and dependency, you improve your well-being and set a positive example. Prioritizing self-care and self-sufficiency leads to a more fulfilling and sustainable life, benefiting both you and those around you. Building a support network is another essential step. While becoming more self-sufficient is important, having a diverse group of people to turn to can prevent excessive dependency on a single person. Friends, family, mentors, and support groups can offer valuable perspectives and encouragement. Ultimately, overcoming dependency issues is about finding a balance between seeking help and being self-reliant. By fostering independence, setting healthy boundaries, and understanding the roots of your dependency, you can build a more resilient and satisfying life. This journey not only benefits you, but also enhances the quality of your relationships, creating a more supportive and empowering environment for everyone involved. Number 3, emotional burnout. Emotional burnout occurs when someone feels constantly exhausted and overwhelmed by the emotions and problems of others. This happens when we absorb the stress and negativity around us, leaving us drained and unable to manage our own emotions effectively. Imagine a caregiver who spends their days tending to the needs of others, whether a parent caring for a child with special needs or an adult caring for an elderly relative. Although their efforts are filled with love and compassion, the constant emotional demands can take a significant toll. They may feel tired, anxious, and unable to find joy in activities they once enjoyed. Emotional burnout can also affect those in helping professions, such as nurses, teachers, or social workers. Constant exposure to the problems and pain of others can lead to chronic physical and emotional exhaustion, making it difficult to continue providing the same level of care and support. Addressing emotional burnout involves recognizing when you are feeling overwhelmed and taking steps to recharge. Self-care is vital in this process. Taking time each day to relax and engage in activities that bring you joy and peace can help replenish your emotional reserves. This can include hobbies, exercise, meditation, or simply spending time in nature. Setting boundaries is equally important. It is okay to say no or take a step back when necessary. Communicating your limits to those around you can prevent you from taking on more than you can handle. For example, if you are constantly the person others turn to for advice or support, it is important to let them know when you need a break. Seeking support from others is also crucial. Talking to friends, family, or a therapist about your feelings can provide relief and perspective. Sometimes simply sharing your burdens can lighten the load and make it more manageable. Additionally, practicing mindfulness and emotional regulation techniques can be helpful. Mindfulness involves staying present and fully engaging in the moment, which can reduce feelings of stress and anxiety. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, and journaling can help you process your emotions and manage stress more effectively. Creating a balanced routine can also help prevent emotional burnout. Be sure to include a mix of activities that fulfill your emotional, physical, and mental needs. This balance helps maintain your overall well-being and prevents any one area from becoming overwhelming. Remember, it is not selfish to take care of yourself. In fact, by ensuring your own emotional well-being, you become better equipped to help others. Recognizing the signs of emotional burnout and taking steps to address it is essential for maintaining a healthy and fulfilling life. Proactive measures to address it. You can maintain your strength and continue being a source of support and compassion for those around you. Number 4, enabling destructive behaviors in our relationships. It is natural to want to support and help the people we care about. However, sometimes our support inadvertently enables destructive behaviors. This happens when our actions meant to help actually allow harmful habits or patterns to continue unchecked. Imagine a friend who has issues with alcohol. They often come to you for help, asking for money or a place to stay after a night of heavy drinking. Wanting to be a good friend, you provide them with what they ask for. However, this continued assistance might be preventing them from facing the consequences of their actions and seeking the necessary help to overcome their addiction. Enabling behavior can manifest in many ways and in different types of relationships. Parents may enable their children by constantly rescuing them from problems, preventing them from learning responsibility. Partners may excuse or cover up each other's bad behavior to avoid conflict or because of fear of losing the relationship. Although these actions come from a place of love and concern, they often have the opposite effect of what is desired. Addressing enabling behavior begins with awareness. Recognize the difference between helping and enabling. Helping involves supporting someone to make positive changes, while enabling allows negative behavior to continue. It is important to ask yourself whether your actions are truly beneficial in the long run. Setting boundaries is crucial to preventing enabling behavior. This means clearly communicating what you can and cannot do. For example, you could tell your friend with alcohol problems that, although you care about them, you can no longer provide money or a place to stay. Instead, you could offer to help them find professional support or accompany them to support meetings. It is important to remember that helping effectively often involves guiding the person towards self-sufficiency and responsibility rather than avoiding behaviors that perpetuate problems. By maintaining clear boundaries and encouraging the pursuit of proper help, you can offer genuine and constructive support to those you care about. Fostering responsibility is another key step. Allow the person to face the natural consequences of their actions. This can be difficult, but it is often necessary for them to understand the impact of their behavior and the need for change. For example, if a loved one frequently misses work and depends on you for financial support, allowing them to experience the consequences of losing their job might be the wake-up call they need. It is also helpful to educate yourself on the issues your loved one is facing. Understanding their struggles can give you insight into how to support them better without enabling them. This could involve learning about addiction, mental health issues, or other challenges they may be going through. Seeking support for yourself is equally important. Enabling behavior can be emotionally draining, and talking to a therapist or joining a support group can provide the guidance and strength needed to maintain healthy boundaries. Number 5, loss of identity. In the whirlwind of daily life, it's easy to lose sight of who we really are. This loss of identity often occurs when we focus so much on fulfilling the roles and expectations that others place on us that we forget our own needs, desires, and dreams. Imagine someone who dedicates their entire life to their career, constantly striving to meet their boss's expectations and climb the corporate ladder. They work long hours, take on additional responsibilities, and prioritize their job above all else. Over time, this person might begin to feel disconnected from their true self, unsure of what they actually enjoy or what makes them happy outside of work. Loss of identity can also happen in personal relationships. A parent who invests all their energy in raising their children might wake up one day and realize that they've forgotten who they are outside of being a parent. Similarly, someone in a long-term relationship might start to feel they've lost their individuality, becoming more of a we than a me. Recovering your identity starts with self-reflection. Take time to reconnect with yourself and explore what truly matters to you. Ask yourself questions like, what are my passions? What activities bring me joy? What are my values and beliefs? Journaling or meditating can help you discover these answers and gain clarity about who you are. It's also crucial to set aside time for yourself. Engage in activities you love and that make you feel alive, whether it's painting, hiking, reading, or any other hobby. These moments of self-care can help you reconnect with your true self. It's important to remember that it's okay to prioritize your own happiness and well-being. Setting boundaries in your relationships and career is another key step. Learn to say no to things that drain you or take away time from your personal life. Communicate your needs and make sure you're not constantly sacrificing your identity to meet the expectations of others. For example, if you notice that work is taking over your life, set specific hours when you are off work and dedicate that time to yourself and your interests. Seeking support from friends, family, or a therapist can also be beneficial. They can offer an outside perspective and help you navigate your journey of self-discovery. Sometimes discussing your feelings and experiences with others can lead to valuable insights and encouragement. Trying new experiences can also help you rediscover your identity. Trying new activities, meeting new people, and exploring different interests can reignite your passions and help you learn more about yourself. Embrace the idea of growth and change, and stay open to evolving your sense of identity. Remember, your identity is not fixed. It's a dynamic and evolving aspect of who you are. By taking steps to reconnect with yourself, set boundaries, and explore new experiences, you can regain a strong sense of identity. This journey not only improves your personal well-being, but it also allows you to bring your true self into all areas of your life, enriching your relationships and experiences. Number 6, financial pressure. Financial pressure is a common problem that can significantly impact our lives and well-being. When we face economic troubles, it can lead to stress, anxiety, and a sense of overwhelm. This stress can affect not only our mental health, but also our relationships and daily activities. Imagine a family struggling to make ends meet. The parents work long hours, but the bills keep piling up. They worry about how they'll pay for rent, food, and other basic necessities. This constant worry can lead to sleepless nights and tense relationships, as the pressure of financial burden affects their emotional health. Financial pressure can also affect individuals. Someone with high levels of debt might feel trapped, unable to see a way out of their financial problems. They might avoid social situations due to a lack of money or feel embarrassed by their financial situation. This can lead to isolation and depression, worsening the problem. Addressing financial pressure involves taking proactive steps to manage and improve your economic situation. Number 7, neglecting personal needs. In our busy lives, it's easy to put others first and forget about our own needs. Neglecting personal needs can lead to burnout, stress, and feeling empty when we constantly focus on work, family, or other responsibilities, often sacrificing our own well-being. Imagine a dedicated employee who works long hours to meet deadlines and impress their boss. They skip meals, don't exercise, and rarely take breaks. Over time, this neglect takes a toll on their health, leaving them exhausted and unhappy. They might begin to feel disconnected from their own needs and desires. Neglecting personal needs can also affect parents who prioritize their children's needs above all else. While caring for children is important, parents also need to take time to recharge and stay healthy. Without self-care, they might feel overwhelmed and unable to provide the best care for their family. Addressing this issue starts by recognizing the importance of self-care. It's not selfish to take care of yourself. It's essential. Start by reserving time each day for activities that bring you joy and relaxation. This could be reading a book, taking a walk, or practicing a hobby. Setting boundaries is also crucial. Learn to say no to additional tasks or responsibilities that drain you. Prioritize your well-being by making time for rest, exercise, and healthy eating. Seeking support from friends, family, or a therapist can also be helpful. Talking about your feelings and receiving encouragement can make it easier to prioritize your needs. By taking these steps, you can ensure that you stay healthy and happy which in turn allows you to be more present and effective in all areas of your life. Number 8, resentment and bitterness. Resentment and bitterness often arise when we feel unappreciated or taken for granted. These feelings can accumulate over time, especially if we constantly put the needs of others before our own. When we don't address our emotions, they can turn into deep-seated resentment, affecting our mental health and relationships. Imagine someone who always helps their friends and family but rarely receives the same support in return. Over time, they might start to feel used and unappreciated. This can lead to bitterness, making them less willing to help in the future and damaging their relationships. Resentment can also occur in the workplace. An employee who constantly takes on extra work without recognition or reward might start to feel undervalued. This bitterness can affect their job performance and overall happiness. Addressing resentment and bitterness involves recognizing and expressing your feelings. It's important to communicate openly with the people involved. Let them know how you feel and discuss ways to balance giving and receiving in your relationship. Practicing self-care is also crucial. Take time for activities you enjoy and that help you relax. This can reduce stress and prevent negative feelings from building up. Setting healthy boundaries can also prevent future resentment. Learn to say no when you're overwhelmed and prioritize your own needs. It's okay to put yourself first sometimes. Lastly, focus on gratitude. Reflect on the positive aspects of your life and the things you are thankful for. This can shift your perspective and reduce feelings of bitterness. By addressing resentment and bitterness, you can improve your mental health and strengthen your relationships, leading to a happier and more balanced life. Number 9, impact on relationships. Relationships are the foundation of our lives, providing support, love, and companionship. However, when problems like stress, neglect, or poor communication arise, they can negatively affect these connections. Imagine a couple where one partner works long hours and is always tired. They come home exhausted, with little energy to spend quality time with their spouse. Over time, this lack of interaction can create distance between them, leading to feelings of loneliness and disconnection. Friendships can also be affected. Think of a friend who is always there for others, but never takes time for themselves. They might start to feel overwhelmed and begin to distance themselves, feeling too exhausted to maintain their friendships. This can lead to misunderstandings and hurt feelings, weakening the bond they once shared. To prevent these issues, it's important to prioritize your relationships. Spend time with the people who are important to you, even if it's just a few minutes each day. Small gestures like a kind word or a quick check-in can make a big difference in maintaining strong connections. What leads to a happier and more balanced life? This approach helps you appreciate your achievements and maintain healthy and satisfying relationships. Number 12, self-neglect. Self-neglect occurs when we ignore our own needs and well-being in the whirlwind of daily life. It's easy to put ourselves on the back burner, but this can lead to physical and emotional exhaustion. You may feel constantly tired and stressed, unable to enjoy life or perform at your best. Parents also often experience self-neglect as they prioritize their children and often forget to take care of themselves. This can lead to burnout, making it harder to provide the best care for their family. To address self-neglect, make self-care a priority. Schedule time for activities that recharge you, such as reading, walking, or simply relaxing. These small moments of self-care can make a big difference in your overall well-being. Healthy habits are essential. Make sure to eat balanced meals, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep. These basics are crucial to maintaining your energy and health. Setting boundaries is also important. Learn to say no when you're overwhelmed and reserve time for yourself. It's okay to prioritize your own needs sometimes. Asking for help is also a key step, whether it's sharing responsibilities at home or seeking support from friends or a therapist. Getting help can lighten your load and reduce stress. By taking these steps, you can prevent self-neglect and make sure you're taking care of your own needs. This not only improves your health and happiness, but also allows you to be more present and effective in all areas of your life. Number 13, ignoring warning signs. Ignoring warning signs in our relationships and daily interactions can lead to bigger problems in the future. Warning signs are indications that something is wrong, but we often ignore them to avoid conflict or because we expect things to get better on their own. Imagine being friends with someone who constantly cancels plans at the last minute or who never respects your time. These small signs may indicate a lack of respect or reliability. Ignoring these warning signs can lead to frustration and a one-sided relationship. In romantic relationships, warning signs can include a partner who is too controlling or dismisses your feelings. Ignoring these signs can lead to more significant issues like emotional abuse or a lack of mutual respect. Addressing warning signs starts by paying attention to your feelings. If something doesn't seem right, it's important to acknowledge it. Don't ignore your instincts. They are there to protect you. Communicate openly with the other person about your concerns. They may not be aware of their behavior, and an honest conversation can sometimes resolve the issue. If the warning signs persist despite your efforts, it may be necessary to reevaluate the relationship. Setting boundaries is crucial. Define clearly what is acceptable and what is not. Doing so helps protect your well-being and ensures healthier interactions. Always remember to prioritize your own well-being and trust your instincts. If you see warning signs, take them seriously and act accordingly. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more tips on how to maintain healthy relationships and overall well-being. By being aware of warning signs and addressing them promptly, you can avoid bigger problems and ensure your relationships are healthy and respectful. This proactive approach leads to a happier and more balanced life. In conclusion, addressing issues such as martyr syndrome, dependency, emotional burnout, and other challenges is essential for a balanced and fulfilling life. By prioritizing self-care, setting healthy boundaries, and maintaining open communication, you can improve your well-being and relationships. Remember to be kind to yourself and seek support when you need it. Thank you for staying until the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more helpful tips. See you next time.